Hello, people. Welcome in. Welcome in. There's a couple of kind of crazy wars on tonight. Not that I'm advertising other people's streams. So I was a bit panicked that no one was going to turn up, but we've got people in, and it's absolutely awesome. Tony's in. Queen D was first. Bad Stag as well. Bad, I did not get the job, man. I'm gutted, but these things happen. No job, but doesn't matter. Over on YouTube, we're live on YouTube as well. Mahim, hello, man. Welcome in. We've got Hold My Beer from Space Station Gaming and Competitive Clash Network. And we're kind of here mainly to talk about CCN, but we'll talk about kind of everything. We'll talk about all of it. So let's get them out and let's get sorted on it. Don't worry, Mack, I'll always Joe Screen. Tony, you're a legend. And yeah, cheers, bad man. Yeah, it's their loss, it's fine. Here he is. Hold My Beer. Welcome to the stream, man. How you doing?
Great, man. How you doing today, my friend?
I'm good. Now, I'm conscious that you're having... So we were going to do this on Monday, and you're having a little bit of childcare issues, so you may have to dash away at some point. So if Beer disappears at any point, it's because he's got childcare issues, and he's being a hero, and he's still doing the interview. So if he has to rush away, then we'll deal with it as we go. But we've got a whole load of questions to do, and as always, if you're on Twitch, !Q to ask Beer a question. If you're on YouTube, sorry, it's not set up for YouTube yet. I can't. The bot doesn't work on YouTube. So you can just type questions in. I'll hopefully see them when we get to viewers' questions. But we've got loads of people in. You're getting loads of love in the chat. Loads of people saying hello.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
So yeah, there you go.
Appreciate it. You're kind of seeing like what's going on in my life right now as to why I stepped back from managing a space station. It's, you know, when you got a toddler, there's a lot going on that is unexpected, and you can't really plan for everything. So to do the best I could do for Space Station was a step back. So you're seeing it live right now.
Yeah. So that was we were going to talk about. We'll talk about that later as well. So that's really cool. Yeah. But yeah, let's start off nice and easy. I've got some either/or questions. I did this with Darian last week, and I've rather lazily gone for the exact same questions. And then someone can actually sit and compare and contrast the two. I'm not going to bother, and we'll see how alike you and Darian are. But I just thought it was a really nice, because we've had you on the show before, we know the sort of standard questions of like how did you get your name and all that sort of stuff. So I thought it would just be a nice way to do something slightly different. So the first one, nice and easy, 80s or 90s music? What's your preference?
I love 90s hip hop, so I'm gonna go with 90s.
90s, nice, okay. Pancakes or waffles?
Waffles all day.
Twitter or Instagram?
Well, that's a good one. I love some Instagram.
Instagram, oh, okay. Thinking you're younger than you are, I see. Okay, I see how it is. Bagels or toast?
Excuse me?
Bagels or toast?
Ooh, bagels.
Bagels, yeah, I agree with that. Although I'd probably eat toast more, but yeah, bagels are king.
My son loves bagels, so by default, the bagels for me.
Yeah, bagels have to be. Yeah. Watch sport or play sport?
At this point in my life, more play sport. I've kind of like stopped watching sports altogether for the most part.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Outer space or the bottom of the sea?
Outer space for sure.
Space Station Gaming. I mean, I think you're contractually obliged to say that. I don't think you're allowed to say the other one. There we go. Tablet or phone? And this is a loaded one, obviously. This is part of the tablet or phone debate.
That's an interesting question, because I started gaming mobilely on a phone, and then I went to a tablet, and now I have since switched back to a phone.
Ah, okay, gone back to phone. So we're sticking with phone, yeah? Is that what we're saying?
Sticking to the phone, correct.
Sticking to phone. You're gaming on right now. Trying to do emails at the same time. Christmas or Halloween? Now, Darren told me off about this one. He said that Thanksgiving should be in there as well. So maybe you got a choice of three: Christmas, Halloween, or Thanksgiving.
Halloween. I like to dress up. I was actually really disappointed in the NA Mobile Open this year. It was during Halloween, and I was in full costume, and I was ready to go. And Space Station lost, so they didn't get a chance to interview me. But I was sitting in like a Count Chocula costume in my living room, and my wife's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
It's for a show. I'm gonna get called any minute, and then it never happened.
Oh man, I had it all set up. It was ready to go, and unfortunately, they lost. So
See the future or change the past?
See the future. I think that, I mean, in life, I mean, you make mistakes in the past and you just have to learn from them and go forward. So, I mean, I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, but I don't regret any of those, and I think it's made me a better person to move forward. So I guess see the future.
Perfect. I like that one. Soap or shower gel? Everyone's got an image in their head now.
Oh man, I'm a boomer. I'm gonna go with soap.
Soap.
Yeah.
Okay. Wine or
Outrageous.
beer? Now, this is, if you don't say beer, this is controversial. Wine or beer?
Actually, wine. Again. Hold My Wine is a terrible name.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see where that's a problem, but yeah, okay. Yeah. Hold My Wine. Yeah. Hold My Wine doesn't work. That's the biggest revelation of the entire night. I don't think we'll get anything bigger than that. Marvel or DC?
That's a tough one as well. The Marvel movies are so good, but I enjoy Batman, so I'm gonna go with DC.
Okay, cool. Apples or oranges?
Oranges.
Cool. Sports car or pickup truck?
Sports car, I guess. I mean, I'm not a fan of either, really. My wife has an SUV, and that's good enough for me. So
cool. All right, and the last one: painful truth or comforting lie?
Painful truth.
Is that to be told or is that to deliver? Because it doesn't say. So, but
I
what was going
mean,
through your head
I've had to deliver, and I received both of those. So, I mean, I'd rather you hit me between the eyes than lie to my back. So
yeah, just be brutal honesty. Okay,
just be brutally honest. I can handle it one way or another.
Happy days. That's brilliant. Right, you've got through them. You can relax a bit now. I think they're potentially they're designed to be quite relaxing and sort of get you into the swing of things, but they're a little bit more loaded than the where did you get your name? What's your favourite town hall level? It seems like there's a lot more in them, so yeah, I might have to review that. But there we go. We're sorted. Now, I didn't realise this until about 20 minutes ago. I thought you had left Space Station Gaming, but it's not that you've left. You've got a new role within Space Station Gaming. So tell us about that, because I'm sure there'll be other people that are similar to me and think that you've you've left.
I just didn't have the time to dedicate to the team and the organization to make it fair to them, for me to represent them as the manager and I guess representative for any league or anything there. I just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
And Gabby has extensive experience in working with Ints, and then she also worked with me last year with Space Station. And with the team transitioning over to the Brazilian lineup, it just made a lot of sense for her to take over, manage the day-to-day operations of what goes on with the team, with events that they're in and things like that. My only role now, per se, is kind of like somewhat of a community manager. I am with the ownership of Space Station in a chat with Gabby and making sure the players are taken care of, whether financially, swag, things like that. But as far as any day-to-day operations, like I said at the start of this video, I don't have time to do it. My son's the most important thing in this world, as well as my family, and that's where my energy's focused now. And I just do what I can when I can, and it's a perfect role for me now. And Gabby's done a great job of just taking the leading roles and running with it.
So, let's talk about that then. Let's talk about that transition. So you've got a new role, but obviously the team changed pretty drastically from the 2021 lineup, which had a lot of hype around it. People were really excited about this lineup. Congressman Corrick, thank you, man, for the sub. There was a lot of hype around that, and then there was some success, but there wasn't probably as much as people were hoping, and I imagine as you guys as SSG were wanting, because we got a new lineup. So how did that come? How painful was that?
Well,
Tell us about that.
Interesting thing about that is, I mean, we were obviously really disappointed that we were unable to capture a golden ticket last year.
Yeah.
That was really the only goal getting together, and I think it's the goal of any professional team when they get together is to go for the golden ticket. To say last year was a complete failure would be not doing service to the work that those guys put in. We'll get to competitive Clash Network later, but the Space Station team last year, many people may be surprised to hear this, but they brought in $50,000 overall in prize winnings, which, considering they didn't get a golden ticket, like that's a pretty good day at the Clash office.
Yeah.
To pull in $50K without getting a golden ticket. Remember, they did come in third twice in the monthly qualifiers, and we did win Mobile Open and NA, and we were able to place in a couple of Stephanie tournaments as well, and we paid in that. So it was very, very disappointing at the end of the day that we didn't get the golden ticket, but it wasn't a total disaster as far as the year went. I mean, the players did well. We wish we could have done better.
Yeah.
I do feel like we gave everything we had as far as an NA team can do, and it just unfortunately didn't play out the way we'd hoped.
But we've gone in 2022. You've moved to this Brazilian lineup. What came first? Was there a decision that you need to make, that SSG need to make changes, or what happened there?
So Space Station made it very clear to us they wanted to stay in the Clash of Clans for 2022. It was pretty clear with the players that we had last year. Now, ironically, they all are still playing, but at the time, like, none of them really wanted to commit to a full year of play other than Lexnos. And it just wasn't fair to an organization like Space Station to say, oh yeah, we still have a team, and then we're in March or April and the guys just don't want to play anymore. I didn't feel comfortable as a manager leaving Space Station with a team like that. That was maybe in, maybe out. And then after talking to Gabby, it seemed like there was a possibility to pull in like a super lineup from the Brazilian community, which did happen. And I felt comfortable going to Space Station with a lineup that I felt could compete and could possibly get a golden ticket and represent their brand in a light that, would be favorable for them.
Okay, cool. I like that. It's really interesting to hear the background of, like, because you've seen that with like some of the guys from War and Glory. I don't know, you're still like working really close with them, but some of their tweets and all that, you can see that they seem like they're approaching things in a much more sort of, it's like more casual, relaxed attitude. But actually, that's kind of suiting them quite well. There's maybe a little bit less pressure there, so it maybe came from them a little bit, the sort of the changeover.
Yeah, so I would say, as you've noticed, a lot of the competitive formats for qualifying, for one reason or another this year, jumped to a 5:30 format, which for guys that are semi-serious, it's a great format because there's not a lot of planning. You have to do 2 hits in 12 minutes. So you have 2 guys that are just going to YOLO as it is anyway, the best they can. And then the other 3 guys are semi-planning, which kind of fits what War and Glory is trying to do anyway, is take a few of those events seriously, but not spend 8 hours on the game.
Yeah.
The guys are still good enough to compete, as you saw. We made the warm-up tournament, but they're not going to be a team that is going to do 9 events a month and things like that. It's just not what the players want to do. It's not what I want to do. I mean, I volunteered to be a semi-washed-up retired manager to help them out for a few events, but I have no interest in being full-fledged on that again. But I would have to say, like, as we're kind of transitioning there, the Space Station guys this year are doing one heck of a job, and just seeing the amount of work that they're putting in on defense and preparation for basically every event that they're in is phenomenal. Like, I couldn't be happier that they're representing the brand and doing as well as they are so far the 2022 campaign.
Yeah, no, the performance is really nice so far. They've got some really nice results already. What competition? They've won something already, haven't they? They won. I know they won the Polo Cup on like
they won
day 1 of like January or something.
Yeah, so they came in third for the warm up tournament, and then they also just recently won the. You're gonna put me on the spot here, aren't you, Matt?
It was right. Someone in chat will tell me right now as well.
Yeah, but they definitely just won something, and I would know it off the top of my head. But I have a million things going on at one time in my head right now. They won the Stephanie warm up. There we go.
That's what it was. Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they beat King Mataba for the Stephanie warm up, so that's what it was.
Yeah, I knew I'd seen it. Anyway, right, okay, that's brilliant. So let's talk about your other project. And and you can tell us how much you're how much you're involved in this, but I think you had quite a big role to play in this. But Competitive Clash Network, what tell us what it is and tell us how it came about. Good place to start.
It started last year, like as a kind of a brainchild with me and Lord Peter, who was one of the managers for last year Train Station, which was one of our SSG clans. We just kind of talked about it. It'd be kind of a cool idea if you could get a ranking system together where you're pulling from like some of the more known players in the game. Initially, I wanted to go the route of like pro players putting in there, and then the more it kind of like grew, I realized like managers, streamers, well-known people within the community, solid players that are dedicated to the game but aren't like on the top 2 or 3 clans would be the most knowledgeable people within the community to give us a ranking system. We definitely had our struggles last year of getting it off the ground. Struggle finding the right consultants to be in there, giving us the right information. But this year, I really feel like we fine-tuned it into a way where like we're tracking leagues, we're tracking payouts. As you just saw, we released the earnings year to date this afternoon, and putting out like quality rankings that have a lot of thought behind them. And we put those rankings out, and ironically, people gave us a hard time about putting Vatang second, but who came in warm-ups? Who came in second place? Vatang. Maybe we got lucky. You never know.
I have the stats here, so they're up. I don't know if you've got the stream open as well. I don't know how many screens you've got available, but I think the main criticism you got, Bia, about these rankings was the layout or the number ordering. So I know that that's something you're going to change for next month. But that was in the Discord server. That was seriously the most abuse you got. Was it should be 4, 5, 6 across the top. It shouldn't be 4, 5, 6 down in the left. That was like that was the main bit of feedback that I saw in the server.
You know what's hilarious is so before we spin that to graphics, because like last year, if you remember, we had 18 teams, and with the Chinese community being separated this year, we just didn't think it made any sense to do 18, so we dropped to 12. And the layout that you're seeing on there was designed within the consultant chat. And everyone said it looked fine, and then we put it out, and then everyone's like, "Wait a minute, it should have."
It was literally the first thing. It was like immediate. It was immediate.
And I was like, guys, we're just running with it this month. We'll fix it for next month. I'm not putting it out again. So.
And so let's talk about the Chinese teams then. So the Chinese teams have left or are in their own server now. So you've made that decision to reduce the rankings down, which I think makes sense. I understand the sort of logic behind that. Is there plans to run Chinese power rankings, or
but the problem is
difficult to get
the Chinese servers is difficult because they're not able to watch their daily wars and leagues that they're developing over there. We have noticed that some of them are able to still play on the international server, and we Space Station just played King Mutaba in the Stephanie tournament. So there has been some talk about considering them. While they probably will not be eligible for Worlds, as far as I know. Obviously we're waiting to see what Supercell says on that. Including them in possible future rankings, but we have to see what they're actually tournaments they're in and where they're placing. If they're really not in anything that we can track, unfortunately, it's tough to really rank them against other clans, because we are looking at there's, as you said when this stream started, we have Tribe against MS today. Like, that's a big war. We're definitely going to be looking to see how they perform and what kind of outcome comes out of that. And if they're never playing anybody that is considered a ranked clan, it's tough to really gauge where they're at. And everyone knows they're fantastic players. It's just tough to really have a gauge of where they're at. So. And hopefully we see that on the international server as soon as possible, and we can get back to Clash as normal. But I have a feeling that's not happening anytime soon.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you. Do you think that this 4th slot is for a Chinese team? Is that the unannounced tournament?
Yeah, initially when this happened, my thought was, there's going to be a 4th slot for the Chinese. But I guess to do that, they would have to do 100% would have to do a live final, because I don't know how the Chinese would play on the same server if they were not all live in one spot. So, hopefully that's the case, because I mean, it is really a detriment. It's a huge loss to the community to not have them involved in our competitive scene. But it surely wasn't Supercell's decision to do that, and we'll just leave it at that.
I think we could. I think it's significant the lack of conversation from Supercell. It was the one thing that we weren't allowed to talk about last week with Darian, and it's just obviously just one of these things that just like.
I think it's one of the things for them as a company. It is what it is, and they just have to move forward.
Yeah,
there's no statement that they're going to make that's going to make anyone happy. You may make people happy. Oh, they made a statement. Then you're gonna be upsetting or alienating another group of your. Yeah. Just saying nothing is honestly the best solution, and just maintaining the Chinese server the best you can, and maintaining the international server the best you can. It's really all you can do. There's nothing they're going to say that's going to make everyone happy. So say nothing at all.
Right. Okay. Let's look at these rankings again. Now this was in 28th of February. You brought this out, so you must be going through the cycle of are you working? Talk us through the thought process and the thought process. That's the right way of putting it. Of how you choose.
So what's different from last? Yeah. So what's different from last year is last year we had always wanted to have data to really back up kind of what we were ranking off of, and we tried to do it. And to be honest, my time was pulled away with my son and my family in space station trying to manage that. And we just didn't really have the staff in place to do what we wanted to do. This year, we've added Ronnie, who's been fantastic for us as far as tracking leagues, tracking results. On the consultant side of the server, they literally can see the top 8 finishes of any event that ever happened in Clash this year at their fingertips. It's right there. And when there's a qualifier event like the World's Warm-Ups, let's just say we're looking at 25 teams. I can tell you what all 25 of those teams did in every single day, who they beat, who they lost to. We have a ton of information now that we didn't have last year, and it's helped make our rankings better. And I could tell you that the first ranking we just did in the consultant chat was probably the most heated conversations I've ever seen in the competitive Clash Network consultant chat, which just tells me, honestly, watching it happen, for a minute, I was like, man, this is getting intense. But then I started to be like, you know what? This is what we need. These people have passion about what they're doing. They care about these rankings. They care about what's being put out. And it's made it so much better. I stand behind those rankings we have out there. Granted, there wasn't a lot of information that came out for February. We were kind of a sort of a pre-ranking because we really only had the World's warm-ups.
Yeah.
But with all the finishes we've had in early March, and obviously with queso starting this weekend, there's a lot of data and information we're going to have probably the best rankings we've ever had going forward throughout the year. I'm confident of that.
And you talked about this earlier, you've added some extra stats in as well. So we've seen these the prize pool stat that's getting tweeted out, which I love. I really like it. I think that's interesting. I can kind of now understand, I think, where that stats come from when you were talking about SSG and their performance last year, and how, although they didn't win very much, actually they brought in a fair amount of cash. So
yeah,
I totally understand the logic of where that sort of that stats come from. Have you got any more stats that you're working on, or that you're?
Yeah, there's a couple more things we're looking at. Is first, let me finish what you were saying there. So as far as the financial side of it, believe it or not, 7 clans in Clash of Clans have already earned $1,000 or more this year. That's pretty impressive that we're just in March and there's 7 clans that have earned 1,000 or more. But granted, there hasn't been a lot of tournaments, but looking at that, it just tells me, I wonder how many clans will hit over 10,000 this year. Probably more than you would have thought. You know what I mean? Things like that. I don't think that the community as a whole, and this is one of the reasons we started Competitive Clash Network as well, has done a really good job of promoting how wonderful of an esport this can be. We hear more negative about it is a strange esport. It's not the best esport out there. The Competitive Clash Network, we have a lot of people in the consultant chat and in the regular chat that I would say are not friendly with one another. But I've done the best I can, as well as our staff, of trying to get everyone in there to just have a common ground of like, let's just promote esport. Let's promote Clash of Clans as a great esport, and let's put all the community crap that we've, beefs we've had with each other behind us and move forward. It's time for Clash of Clans to like take the next step and be a top level esport, and we can do that, but we have to promote it. And there's people within the game, like we saw a lot of orgs leave the Clash of Clans community last year.
Yeah.
You saw it. ATN was gone, MCS was gone, Penta's gone. Like there's numerous organizations that left the game. If we can find a way to highlight like how much money there actually is in the game and promote the game itself, even from my little small corner of Discord and on my small little corner of Twitter, if I can reach in the eyes of any organizations out there, like get them to invest in this game, like that's a positive. It's just going to push the game forward, and it's time to put the negativity behind us for any player or anything out there. Like let's just all work together and move the game forward. We all love this game. We all don't want it to die, and it's time to work. And I think we can do it.
By accident I've had over the past few weeks. We had Albanaki on from Strut, and then we had Chazmac on as well, and Drew from Chazmac as well. But and that's the overwhelming sort of theme from all of those guys has been like how much potential and excitement there's going forward. And I think if you had asked me how confident I was about the Clash of Clans esports scene in December last year, I was probably pretty negative. We had ATN leaving and MCS with the two big headlines, and actually at that point we had no North American team anymore as well. We had the rumors of and so from a fan base point of view, that was like, oh, there's quite a lot going on here.
I mean, I'm the type of person, there's two options. I mean, you can jump on that ship that you're talking about and ride it to the bottom of the ocean, or you can pick it up and move forward with it. And I decided to pick it up and move forward with it. We have a great staff at Competitive Clash Network, and we're going to do what we can to push our game forward.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really excited about this year as well. It's cool. You were going to talk to us about any future stats, or if you don't want to release anything?
Yeah, so we do have, the stat man, Chase is on our staff. Yeah. And he has been working some things in the background, and we suspect he will start releasing some things in his own little channels on the server of player rankings, because people get excited about like who's hitting best, who's doing this, who's doing that. And it's just kind of the next step to add to the Competitive Clash Network, where we want the server to be all esport, everything that you would want to know there. Yeah. Anything from finding leagues to finding stats to finding rankings to finding, I would love to have areas where we can find like pro tips and things like that. I have a ton of ideas for it, but I had to take a step back and say, like, let's concentrate on our core initiatives now and get those done, and then start branching out a little bit. But adding Chase into the stats is going to be fantastic, showing what the top players in the world are doing, what strategies they're using, where are they hitting? Are they hitting third and hitting 100%? Are they hitting first? Like, as you know, hitting first in any competitive war is one of the hardest spots. Yeah. Who's the best leadoff hitter of any pro team? I don't know the answer to that. I bet you Chase does. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's awesome.
And who's the best closer? I mean, that's another thing. Who's the best at hitting last? I mean, those are pressure situations. So,
and with most teams that have like a set order, you tend to find that their strongest hits, and maybe not unlike your top level teams, like people are so consistent that it's pretty unusual to see. But I remember for like that lower down thing, your first and your last hitter are your ones that you're relying on to get those 3 stars, that you want to see those 3 stars. Then the other ones are a little bit more, we'll see where we go. I think now the way the meta is at the moment, what's your opinion on the meta? Is it too strong? Or
I mean, I'm old school. I would prefer to see 12s and 13s winning wars. I do find like some thrill in a good defense. Where now, like, I feel like the 14s and 15s are normal, and they're almost expected to triple. It is what it is as far as where the game's at. I would prefer a different meta where the game was more defensive, but I do understand, like, kind of what Darian hit down on that last week is they can't make the game so hard that the casual players don't want to play anymore, because that's what's keeping the lights on and paying the bills. So it is what it is. I just wish they would make it just a little bit harder, so maybe 14 was a win, and you didn't see as many perfect wars as we're seeing right now.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
I was watching the Space Station and King Mutaba final with Stephanie Cup, and I was like, is this going to be like a 30-29 best of two? Like this was insane. Like,
Yeah.
and both of them prepared for that war too, and it's just like I said, it's the state of the game. What are you going to do? I would just wish it would be more defensive, which I think any pro player would tell you that as well.
And from a streamer's point of view, it's really interesting because instead of the key moments in a war being that 3-star, which because the base has been wrecked, you can replay. Actually, the key moment in a war now tends to be that misstep, either like that 2-star or that low percent 2-star. But unfortunately, that's the bit that you can't go back and visit because then you're properly burning the base. And from a streamer point of view, that's the bit you actually want to go back to and actually analyze and say what went wrong in this attack, as opposed to what did they do right. It's like what went wrong, what defensively went right, and that's the bit that you're interested in. But you can't really go into that, so it is interesting. That's
I think you would see if you did a poll with most professional players, I think they would tell you that the Town Hall 12 meta was the best. You were seeing more defenses, 12s, 13s. You got 14 then, like you really had a banger of a war. 14 now is kind of like, oh, you didn't get a perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a different.
To beat those, like if we bring those power rankings back up, to beat those maybe definitely top 6 teams, and maybe some of the other ones as well, you're looking at, you need to be scoring 15 stars, correct, maybe 14, but it has to be a high percent 14. I'm going to start saying that they put out a stat saying you need to do a perfect war to beat us, because they either scored 14 stars or 15 stars for however many wars it was.
Yeah, if you get 14, they got a team like Strut. If you get a team of 14, like a team like Strut, you better have like a 97% fail.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
Right, and I was conscious that you didn't have much time because of your son and all that. So
we have about 2 more minutes, so if you want to fire up questions you want.
Yeah, let's do some viewers chat. So guys, if you want to do !Q to ask any questions, they'll appear up here. But here we go. I've got one from Ellie that I don't quite understand, and I'm going to put it up, and hopefully it makes sense to you. Oh, and I've managed to freeze you. Wait there now. There we go. So let me just move you over here, and then you won't freeze anymore. Is your nickname Fake Beer? Does that make sense to you? Is that like an in-joke?
I don't know, because there's been 2 or 3 imposters out there that like use my name, and we're like trying to get into clans and talking to people in DMs, and people would ask me like, "Is this you?" I'm like, "You just DM'd me. Obviously, it's not me." Like. But yeah, maybe that's what they're referring to. There was definitely some imposters out there, which, I mean, I guess it's flattering.
Happy days. Okay, Base Boss. Base Boss has got one as well. I mean, these are mainly troll questions, to be honest.
Sure.
It's just,
hey, I mean, I guess
it's mainly for yeah. So, but this is not against you. So like lay into Ronnie. It's great. So Base Boss asks, how much does Ronnie get paid for doing absolutely everything in the server? I actually thought when I first read that, absolutely nothing.
That's a good question. And I actually gave a shout out to him today in the consultant chat, and I said something as well that Ronnie's just doing a killer job for us, and that he's above and beyond anything that I thought. I mean, he's doing exactly what I'd hoped he'd do. Sometimes people like tell you like, I'm going to do this, and this, and then you bring him on and it's, a third of that.
Yeah.
And he is a fantastic staff member for us, and his knowledge of what's going on in basically every server in the esports world is second to none.
Happy days. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, OGDs. Do you know OGDs as well?
I know many.
Okay, he says, if I hold your beer, what am I watching? Asking for a friend. So,
I mean, you're watching a guy drop super dragons and then clone loons for a 2-star.
That's my style, man. I like him.
I'm a spammer, man. Spammer all day.
Happy days.
Someone. Just
someone asked in the chat there. They've not put it up as a question, but what is your favorite type of cheese? It's a regular question that comes in. So it's only right that you.
Favorite type of cheeses?
Yeah,
that's an interesting question. I guess like I'm not a fancy cheese guy. I mean, I guess pepper jack's one. I like spicy things, so
spicy
I'll
cheese.
go with pepper jack.
Yeah, no,
I like spicy cheese. Yeah. There's
Paul,
actually like in the region I grew up in the United States, there's a lot of wineries up there, and one of these wineries has like a horseradish sharp cheese, and it's fantastic. Horseradish bacon sharp cheese. It's so good, but you can't get it in stores or anything like that.
Hey, so Paul Blatt, it's Paul Blatt Mallcop that always asks this one. He's given you double feedback there. He said, "Great choice, excellent answer." So there you go. You've done him proud. He's happy. He asked that to every guest. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So there you go. What else have we got in here? Casey Chris asks, "How good was KTM?"
So KTM did a great job for us when getting the server set up, and actually the rankings sheet that we have all piles like a backend data. There's a lot of like Excel on the back end of competitive Clash Network that no one would ever see or understand.
Yeah.
And KTM built all of that out. So I've got nothing but love for her. I mean, I really appreciate her doing that. I'm actually friends with her in real life. We've had lunch a few times. She's got real life situations going on that she had to step away from Clash, but it would have never got off the ground without her. I mean, the backbone of our actually ranking system she built out. So
yeah, she had she had a whole load of like what was it called when you had to do like the predictions and all that sort of stuff. I loved all that sort of that side of things.
Yeah, she was doing the Fantasy Clash thing for a while, and like unfortunately, she wasn't able to really get that moving forward. But literally, the backbone of competitive Clash Network is an Excel sheet that she built out. So
that's cool. Right, we've got okay, I've got a let's ask this one. It's a strange one. Would you rather eat a dog or a cat?
I guess I would say cat because I'm a big dog person.
Yeah,
I've had dogs my whole life.
Yeah, go with that. Yeah, it's basically a reverse cat or dog person question.
Yeah, the answer is actually either, but if I had to choose, then I guess a cat.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bizarre question. Right, and then I've got these questions have all been bizarre today. They're the strangest questions, but we've got another one here: charcoal or propane?
Oh, that's not even a question. That's charcoal all day. I'm big into smoking food to the point my wife is like, "You smoke too much food," so charcoal all day long, man.
Happy days. Okay, Tony's asked, "What's your opinion on Taco Bell?"
Never.
There we go. Okay, cool.
Tony, this answers directly to you, Tony. When you hit plus 40 years old, you don't go to Taco Bell anymore.
So these are all food related. It turns out all the questions that people want to know is about your eating habits. But we've got here as well. We've got one more from Queen D. Oh, I've just hit the wrong one. Okay, Ati's managed to get one in by mistake because everything moved. How do you like your steak? Is what Ati asks.
Mid-rare. Mid-rare. I will do rare on a fillet, but mid-rare for everything else.
Mid-rare, like it. Okay. And right, there we go. Sorry, last one from Queen D. We've got how do you order your pizza? I don't even know what that means, but
that's a good question. So I'm wondering, Mac, are your viewers taking me out to dinner after this, or what's going on?
I don't know, man. This is like the people want to know a lot of. I mean, someone's cooking a cat, so I mean, not all of it's going to be nice food. But...
So to answer her question, for pizza, I'm a pepperoni guy, but I do like pepperoni and sausage, and I'll throw some peppers and everything on there. Like I liked a little bit of everything on it.
Happy days. Brilliant.
Yeah.
And Drew's just bounced in as well. It's not really a question, Drew, but I'm going to put it up anyway. But Drew just says, he just says here, and then he goes popped up. It says B or OP. So I mean, there's not even a question. So
thank you.
You know. But Drew's a legend.
We have a great community, man. Like I'll say this and I'll say it again. Like the competitive Clash Network, we have multiple people that are in the consultant chat and in the general chat that I know that are not were not friendly a year ago, and now I see them bantering together without any kind of toxicity.
Yeah.
And like honestly, like that's what I'm trying to create is just we are trying to create, not me. We are trying to create a great server where everyone can come in and banter and push our game forward. You know, I appreciate all these questions. Honestly, like that's why I said there's no troll questions. I think people are just having fun.
Yeah.
You know, it's time to get back to having fun. Everybody out there, let's do this.
Happy days. I think we will leave it there, man. I'm going to go into the CWL announcements, season 11 of CWL, but I know that you've got to run off and deal with your son.
I do.
So,
I can hear him in the other room, so I'm going to take him outside.
But mate, thank you so much for coming on.
I really appreciate you having me on here and letting us talk about the competitive Clash Network. Like I said, you're going to see some great things out of us this year. Really looking forward to the esports season. Really looking forward to being in touch with the community and getting some great rankings out there and really getting involvement within the community and our server. So again, I really, really appreciate the opportunity to talk about it on your show.
Yeah, no worries, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I'm going to love you and leave you. I'm going to hang up on you, and then I'm going to get on with the announcement. So thank you so much, man. Cheers, mate.
See you.
Bye. Martinez, thank you for the follow. Guys, let's switch to this scene. Fogel just asked, is this live? It is live, Fogel. It is live, man. See, because I read your chat, and look, you can see your chat now. Just about here. You can see it. So welcome in. We're live on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you've missed any of it, Clash with Style looking at you, then you can always just click onto the YouTube and watch it back from the beginning. Maybe Fogel was scripted to say that, Tony. Oh, you've broken the system. You've worked it out. Alex, you only just got home. Flipping heck, man. That's late. So guys, we're going to do the CWL announcement. Season 11. Are people coming in from CWL server? I want to know if they've been pinged out yet. I'd rather not thingy it without it. I'd rather not sort of announcing the teams until all the teams get here. But it's the non 5v5 stuff that we're doing. So it's all the sort of esports stuff. This is pre-recorded. That is not, man. When is there a food stream? Atty, apparently we need to do food. So I have no idea how I would do that, but I like it as a concept. Me has done the ping. Excellent. So we can go. What I think I'd like to do, guys, is just put on a little bit of background music. Because it's just a little bit too quiet in my head. All the long format stuff. Yeah, none of the short format stuff. Do we have a date? Me, I asked you earlier on. Kilt stream when cooking. My kilt doesn't fit me, man. Awkward. Let's fine. We put this on. And if I check my sound, I think that's coming through the wrong thing at the moment, guys. We'll get this set up and then we will do. Turn that down a bit. Does Mack have ears? Do you want to see them? Ear reveal. Ear reveal. That's it. That's what it is. Guys, there's not a marble tournament today. StreamElts is lying at you, by the way. Sorry about that. Ear reveal. Madness. That's what just happened. I should probably turn on... I should also probably turn on StreamerBot. 2 seconds. So you guys can... I actually don't know if I want you guys to mess me up. Let's connect it. Let's get the channel point redemption. For the guys sitting in Twitch, you can now mess me up. And let's get this let's get some CWL going on. Guys, if you're not following, I'm okay with you following. I'm just saying. And if you're sitting over on YouTube, and you're not subscribed, oh, there we go. People are going mad now. There we go. I think we still have some people watching over on the Tube of You. Welcome if you're over there. Let's. What screen am I going to? Let's see if I can remember if I've got the right screen. Here we go. Like that. It's pretty good. So CWL Season 11. We've got a lot of different leagues we're going to talk about. I have them all written down here in a very handy cheat sheet. Germany Master TV, thanks for the follow. Also, anyone that followed earlier on, thank you very much as well. But this is our first one. We've got... I'm just going to turn the music down again, because actually it's too loud now. It was quiet and now it's gone too loud. It's maybe just this song. But this is the Elite 11, which is... Let me double check. The Elite Season 11 is 25v25 2-hit wars. So 25v25, all Town Hall. Where's Stylish Nation? They're not on there, man. So I'm now gonna attempt to read most of these names. Sahara, hello, welcome in. So we've got, and I recognize some of these names, and some of them I don't recognize. And some of them I can't read. So, you know, what can you do? This is a 25v25 2-hit format wars. The Elite. We've got Blue Valks. Not so programmers, not so pro gamers. It's like reading Twitch names. In Phase Lice, GH Rest, King of Kings, No Pain, Reddit Viper, Blaze JP, Crimean SNC, 135 subs. Yeah, actually that's down a bit as well, but I appreciate every single sub. Amazing. We have Jeoff, Kerala, Toma Rigi, Team Sex. Sahara, which one is yours? Oh man. Gihazi Bomber J. That one. Cutie Mary, Blood and Soul, and Tamal Nadu, who were in Family Feud as well. So all these guys, 25 format. You guys want to do Family Feud? Let me know. Get involved. But there we go. That's the teams for the Elite 15. So the Elite 25. Oh my goodness. Let me find the rest of them. I've got a big old list of them here, and I'm gonna remove them one at a time, and by magic there'll be another one. So that's everyone that's in that league, that's in that competition. And if we take away that, it should reveal the Elite 15s. Now this is the 15s. There's more of these. Blood and Soul is yours. Ah, okay, cool. So we've got Mode YOLO, Too Late for Stop, Betatron, one of my favourite teams. In fact, !BT to get their tune coming on. In fact, that won't work actually. Ignore me. Barbarian Party, Kamikaze, Synthe, Adiken, SCY7HE, UWS69, Region Wars, Ocean Oasis. Tony, I realised I turned all the sounds off so it doesn't play. Resurrection, Hell's Lightning Wolves, Aim Higher JPN, Japan. Oh man, I'm struggling with these names. First Strike, Invictus Realm, Filipinos 24/7, LP4 Hades, Clash Masters, Chinese Indo, WHF2. I like CW Daily, I like Clan Wars Daily, Arena, All Star Titans, Boston Tea Party, and One Hive. So there you go, that is your Elite 15. That's 15v15, 2-hit format wars again. That is the next one. And that is all the teams that are taking part in that. Right, next one, we move on. We're just going to keep smashing on. If you see your team, like, I don't know, say, there's my team, yay. Something like that, yeah? Like, just, I don't know, get excited. Here we go. This is the Elite 1, which is 20v20 one hit, which is where the 1 comes from. So, 20v20, we have DK Second Brigade, Foursquare, Team Sex, Kansha, Inquisition, Clash of Clans, WHF, Blaze JP, Army Esports, NWO, LS Vinquier, I don't know. Fjord Tesla, Tiri, oh man, me, honestly, you're ruining me with these names. Tirurut Warrior, Friend Zone, Lion Kingdom, and Ghost Soldiers. And I'd like to publicly apologise now if I completely mispronounced your name. For ones in the past, ones in the future. I'm sorry. What can I say? Anyway, man, that is an absolute moolering of names. So that is your Elite 1 team. We're now going to move on to the even bigger format ones. Butcher the names, yeah, man. All the time. So here we go. Next one we've got is Old School. Check my notes. This is mixed breakdown now. We've got Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 12. No dip, no super troops. There you go. Are siege machines allowed? I don't know. Me will maybe answer in a second. But Town Hall 9 to Town Hall 12. Here are your teams. We've got Darkness. Don't blame me on the names. Definitely has. It can't be my fault, me. It has to be someone else's. That's my prerogative to blame someone else. So we've got Darkness, we've got Dark End, War Troopers, Get Back Gang, 1947, Just Some Randoms, Wind Stealers, Future Killers, Ethereal, Witches of Terror, Andraken? Should have notes. I should do, man. Mate, there's some that, like, I mean, look at that one at the bottom. I don't even know what I'm doing with that one, Atty. The Gates of Hell, One Hit Wonders, LP4 Hades again, only Town Hall 11 Offensive CCs. Okay, got you. Yeah, sort of usual sort of format. Burning Chicken, Athen Verite, Gehazi Bomber 2, Cosmic Origins. See you next Tuesday. And that team at the bottom, who are still playing, yeah? So we did have a bit of delay on this because we were worried about like the whole Russians teams getting removed and then the Chinese server stuff and all that, so it sort of, everything got a little bit delayed, but it's all been sorted out and these are all Hoop for the bottom one. Okay, Hoop, there we go, love it. Right, here we go, this is the next one. This is the Gladiator League. Gladiator League is Town Hall 12 to 14 and the breakdown is 15, 10, 5. So Town Hall 12 heavy in this one. And we've got for Gladiator, we've got, I'm assuming that's some Greek teams. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it looks a bit Greek to me. If it is Greek, then Triple Moro. Then we've got Clash United, YOLO Mode, LP4 Hades, One Hive Genesis, Le Vikings, Zelenograd. Okay, cool. Oh, so it's Russian. Oh, okay, okay. Le Vikings or Les Vikings. That team down there. Style. Hello, welcome in, Style. Thank you for the raid, man. Age of War, Crimin SNC, Lady Sikat. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much, guys. Oh, more follows as well. Amigo Del Tonio Gandia. Thank you for the follow. I definitely ruined your name. Hello, man. Oh, man, this is awesome. Thank you, Style, man. So many new follows. Welcome in, people. I missed that one. Arwen, Carolina, and Kakashi Sensei. Hello, welcome in as well. JJ over on YouTube as well. I have seen you, man. Let's go. Is Bisectron still alive? Yeah, Bisectron's still here. Cheers, Style. Thank you, man. And 00 Chris. Thank you for the follow, man. Oh, and more. Drogon Valor. Mate, I thought you were already following me. Thank you. That's an awesome team, Drogon Valor. Welcome in, guys. So here we go. Yeah, we've got, I don't know where I got to. I think I got to the name that I can't pronounce. Then we've got Age of War, Crimin SNC, New Days, and Slytherin. Guys, we're going through the CWL announcements, and holy moly, everyone's here. Do I need to go back through all of them again? Lex, hello, man. And Style just subscribed. What? JJ, hello, man. Over on YouTube. Lex with the raid as well. Hi, everyone. Hi.
Drogon
Thank you.
Valor gifted a tier 1 sub to Style_COC. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Drogon Valor, thank you for gifting the sub, man. Lex, thank you for the raid. Absolute legend. Welcome in, guys. We're doing the CWL draw. You've missed beer. You've missed Hold My Beer. But don't worry, it's over on YouTube right now, so you can always rewind the stream at the end and go back and watch it on YouTube. But Kartik, hello, man. Welcome in over on YouTube as well. Kartik, someone that I want to get on. If it's the Kartik, someone that I want to get on the Mack board. Anyway, So that is Gladiator, which was 15-10-5. We'll now move on to Ryzen and the teams for Ryzen. Here you go. Here's the Ryzen teams. That's them there. This is a much bigger lineup. A lot more teams involved in this one. Ryzen is Town Hall 12-14 again, but this is 5-5-15, so it's Town Hall 14 heavy. Alright, so we've got Wiener Pencils, Venomous Viper, oh my goodness, all the VDVs, Team Void, The Swarm, Sunnyside Daycare, Stay Humble, Revengers, Ryzen Legend, Reddit Hunters, Dune Fighters. Where's CWLA? Ari, I'll go back through the beginning if you want. I'll rattle back through these at the end, okay? PT Zerios BR, Paws of Doom, 3-star only, Alpha Project, Ars? I don't know. Bye Forever, Elite of Valor, Lannister Gold, Marshall's Legend, Kerala Kings 2, and Eagle Shadow. That is your Ryzen Season 11 teams. Gladiator was 15-10-15. Ah, okay. Cheers, me. Okay, so I wrote that down wrong, or you typed it wrong. Let's say that you typed it wrong. Five, 15, Town Hall 12, heavy. I can't help that, can I, me? Do you know what I mean? Can't help you give me the answers in the wrong way. I got you. Okay, sorry. I understand. Right, so I was reading the wrong way around. GQ has already happened, but it's over on YouTube. If you do exclamation mark YouTube, over on YouTube, there's information there. All right. So we've done that one. The next one is Phoenix, and I've got no idea what this is anymore. Phoenix is midweek mixed 7-7-11. I don't even know what that means anymore. Me, does that work? Is that true of what I just said? Correct. Anyway, here's your Phoenix Season 11 teams. We've got One Hive 2.0, Dark Legend, Assam Autobots, One Hive Genesis, Naughty Fenrir, Crunch Time, One True Fighter, Forgotten Heaven, Warheads, Tukti Quida, definitely ruined that one, Legion of Noobs, Blood Scribe, another Russian team maybe, 5 Emperies, another team that I can't pronounce because I'm not clever enough, I'm sorry, Region Wars, Linaufrags. I mean, some of the ones that with English characters I can't even say. YNWA, The Gates of Hell, and Extinction. 7-14s, 7-13s, and 11-12s. Got you. Right, we've got one more league to announce, and then Ari, I will go back through them all just for you and the guys that came in from the raid. Okay, we'll go back through all of them. And that means Russian. Is that what it means? It just means Russian. Okay, cool. Right, there we go. And this is your last one. This is the Invite League, which is 12-10-13. And we've got High Volt, 50 Spartans, Blood for Blood, Supreme Indians, Tactical Academy, Sajana, Evil's Back, Forever OP. Is that like some fancy writing of Forever OP? And Gaihazi Bomber 2, who's been in quite a lot of the leagues. And then we've got a team that I can't pronounce at the bottom again. So, I don't even know. Well, I'll rattle back through these very quickly so you guys can see them all. Here we go. So there's the Phoenix League once again. I'm sure all of these will be getting posted on the CWL server as well. So if you're not sure if your team's in there, then like check CWL server and their Twitter and all that sort of good stuff. Here's your Ryzen League. That's all the teams from Ryzen. Here's your Gladiator League. Here is Old School. And then the 3 elites are coming in a second as well. So Elite 1, which is your one-hit league. There's your guys for the one-hit league. Your Elite 15, which is 15v15. That's this one here. There's all the teams from that. Definitely the busiest one on that. 2 hits on that one. That's some nice sort of setups in those ones. I like those teams. And then the 25v25, the Elite, is this one here. Who do you guess we win in CWL Elite 25? Pick a top 3. J-Off, I can try, but that's over on the YouTube. Someone's asking that. It's someone called J-Off COC. I need to pick a top 3. I've got no idea who did well last time. So let's see. I'm going to pick some 3 random names that I recognize. Team Sex or Sech, J-Off, and because J-Off answered, and then Cutie Mary, or I don't know, a third is hard, and they're not in any particular order. That's just 3 names, but there's some decent teams in there. That's cool, but I don't have any knowledge, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I'm rubbish. I couldn't tell you. Drew says J-Off, Blaze, Rest, Sex, CM. Okay, so I named 3 of them, so I'm pretty chuffed with that. Rest, I just don't know what their extended team is. Oh, King of Kings, yeah, you're right. King of Kings are good. Cutie Mary won last season easily. Ah, okay. Corey over on YouTube is saying Rest as well. No clan even came close to you. Oh, okay. Yeah, so do you want to do that for all of them? Right, let's do the next one. Elite 15. You want to give us your who's going to win this? Right, who's your top 3 for this one then? Elite 15. Did Beatatron win this one last time? Or was that someone else? Alright, so Corey, thank you for the follow, man. Ocean Oasis, says Floxy. Okay. LP4 Hades are pretty strong, surely. Who else? I don't know. Like, there's some really recognizable teams in there. Region Wars. We didn't get first round. Region Wars OP. Hey, happy days. Elite 1, the one hit format. Cat, hello. Here we go. Here's the one hit format one. Who do you think's going to win this? This one. Surely it's Ink or Team Sex. Yeah? Or Sech. WHF or Ink. Okay. Okay. I think Ink's a strong team. Ink's crazy strong. But I couldn't give you like a top 3 of that, I don't think. The Lantos, hello man. Oh, the champions from last season. Did you guys win that? Did you? Cat, I'm live during the lunch break. Hey, what can I do? I try my best. Blaze JP. Loads of people saying Blaze. Alright, okay. I like that. I like the people that just say their own teams. Everyone's just saying their own team. I like that confidence. Right, I mean, I don't know about these teams. We go next. Old school. Who's winning this? Witches of Terror. Is that Evil Witches and Realm of Terror mixed together? That's a pretty nice team. LP4 Hades is crazy strong. And I don't really know. And then we've got See You Next Tuesday, which is either a terrible team or it's Ari's team. Drew, that was so you never lost the war and you don't make playoffs. Oh, I don't even understand what that means. LP4 Hades aren't strong at old school. Ah, okay. Get back, gang. Easy dubs. Someone's saying TT as well. Oh, okay, I'm liking this. Loving it, guys. Right, let's go for the next one. This is what we should have done the first time. But I didn't think about doing that. I'm liking it though. The Gladiator League. We've got team at the top. Clash United, YOLO Mode, LP4 Hades, One Hive Genesis. Slytherin. Are Slytherin still as good as they used to be? Or are they not even the same team anymore? Are Slytherin strong, are they? They keep spelling YOLO mode wrong. Wait. How have you spelt it? They keep spelling YOLO. Oh, it's meant to be YOLO mod. It's meant to be YOLO mod. Ah. Clash United will defend their title. Ian, hello. Welcome in, Ian. Like it. I like it, guys. Okay, we've got some names in there as well. Let's go for the next one. We've got Ryzen. Some names that I recognize quite a lot of names from this one. We've got Team Void, but I know that they're still working on a team. I don't think by Forever I've got... Oh, maybe this is Mixed Breakdown though. YOLO mods. Vina Pencil? I think that's what I'm calling on this. I recognise quite a few names there. Red Hunters as well in there. I don't know. Mixed Breakdown. Revenger's gonna win Ryzen. Oh, okay. Luxy, I don't know. But it's not like you to have an opinion. It seems strange that you've got an opinion on something. There we go. So we've got some people of... did anyone nominate anyone in that? Revengers. Revengers is what most people seem to be saying. Right, let's go to Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix are looking. Right, give us a team in this. I'm trying to think. I don't even... There's 2 1 hives in this, which is always fun. Region Wars? People saying Extinction. Is Region Wars not a good team? Parth's giving me the grey face. Forgotten Heaven says I'm so Corey. Oh, okay. Parth is in Region Wars. and he's dissing himself. A Sam Autobots will win, says Reddit Viper. Okay. Right. Last one then. Here's your invite. Here's your invite team, which doesn't show up as well. I don't recognise any of these teams. Tactical Academy? I like their name. I don't recognise any of these guys, I'm sorry. Apologies if you're from any of these teams. DA are gods. See, I knew I picked a good name. Lots of good I don't doubt them, they're good. See, Gaza knows. See, I knew it as well, man. I just read those names, I thought, Tactical Academy, they've got the best name, they're gonna win. That's the full lineup. They will be on Twitter, they will be on the CWL server. The matches will be getting arranged pretty soon, and yeah, it'll be awesome. Let's go to this screen. We need to raid someone, guys. I'm not over on YouTube. It's just gonna stop. I'm sorry, that's the way YouTube works. But on Twitch, we can raid someone. Is anyone live, or do we go to a really small streamer? Because I had 2 raids there of people being awesome and raiding into me, so we could. I could actually find Classic Clans in the category. Who will we raid? Okay. Let's raid a new streamer. Let's raid Bad Stag. Yeah, let's raid Bad Stag. Guys, please go and give Bad Stag a wee follow. He's a new Irish streamer. Yeah, we're gonna raid Bad Stag. He's still live, which explains why he's not here, to be fair. Because he's normally in here. Have I spelt it right? Bad Stag Gaming, there we go. JJ, I cannot host you over on YouTube, unfortunately. And I would not be racing into... We tend to always go with the Clash of Clans streamer. That's how we roll. There we go. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm back on at some point. I'm not sure when. We are 100 followers from 4K. So we probably have to do a giveaway. I might do that on Twitter. And we'll do, or maybe next stream. I'm not sure. But he just started. No, I know he was earlier on, D. But that explains why he's not there. Wait, I need to go to my my creator dashboard so we can raid out. JJ, thanks for hanging out on YouTube. Appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe over there. That really helps with the algorithm and all that sort of stuff. But we're going to raid in any second now. And aye, catch yous all like sometime soon. See you later. Bye.